Okay, guys, it is time to talk about that shocking ending to the 5th episode of Moon Knight. What exactly it means for the finale. So let's talk about Mark Spector officially entering the afterlife. Question mark. Before we get into this, if you guys would like our full theories on this, a major discussion we're going to have, and everything, the audio commentary for this episode will be available to members of the channel, so check that out. And if you're a member of the lowest tier, we also will have the first episode up for everybody today, so you guys can check that out as well. Okay, so throughout the journey, we see Mark and Steven as they together journey through the afterlife, trying to find a balance between the two personalities. And while the scales are constantly trying to find this balance, they can't, because obviously there's things that are hidden from Stephen Grant. Specifically, Mark is trying to hide why exactly Stephen exists. And we see that Stephen was created in this moment of complete loss and desperation and need of escape when their mom, or specifically Mark's mom, takes out all the anger that she has within her on Mark, because she blames him for everything, especially the loss of her younger son. So we get this moment where finally the two personalities are able to reveal to one another why exactly they're struggling with the reveals, right? Why exactly Mark is so hidden away, even from himself, from his other personality. And we see this moment where Mark is kind of vulnerable and he reveals everything to Steven, and we see Steven kind of open up to Mark, get this moment of anger, this moment of like the two are kind of coming together, so they are starting to balance each other out. And at the end, we get a little bit of a battle between the forces of the underworld trying to drag them into the sands so they're stuck there forever, or are they going to be able to overcome everything? Well, not quite. It doesn't go as you would think, because Steven actually ends up falling overboard and he gets turned into stone, while Mark is still on the ship sailing away. So right as we see Steven get stoned, I guess is the best way to explain it, we see Mark end up in a field of wheat, and the sun is shining bright on him. So he has officially entered another plane slash realm slash, I guess, chapter of his life. This is definitely hinting at him entering the Egyptian afterlife. It's kind of like this giant field of reeds. They allude to it in this, which honestly kind of seems pretty cool to get to see visually. But what's interesting about this is we still don't know how this is going to play out, because the episode ending is kind of open to interpretation, because how did they find balance when we still haven't had the third personality who's clearly locked in the sarcophagus? So something tells me that this could all be misdirection and tricks once again, which we see throughout this episode multiple times. But I suppose we're going to know next week. Overall, absolutely amazing ending, and I love the character development for both Mark and Steven.